for every human race. Jesus full of love around this space. Open your feeling, open your love. Tonight is Christmas night. Love inside and passion for this time. Jesus is the way for every human race. Jesus full of love around the space. Look inside your heart and search your best emotions. Look inside the lonely children's feet. Open your feeling, open your mind. Tonight is Christmas, take your love, you will be kind. Open your feeling, open your love. Tonight is Christmas night. Love inside and passion for this time. We can stop the wars and all the peace.
Forgot where I was supposed to look.
We can search for
I did the green
love
screen
so
thing and it's
deep
really shitty, but I'm here.
inside.
And Trump too.
Open your feeling, open your mind. Tonight is Christmas, take your love, you will be kind. Open your feeling, open your love. Tonight is Christmas night. Love inside and passion for this time. Wonderful.
Crockett. Vice, Miami.
Hello, people of the earth. It is I, Emperor Zurk, and I am here to tell you that I am not part of today's show because I am conquering this shithole over here. Yeah, it's pretty shitty, so it's taken quite a bit of time. The Jeffs and I are pretty busy with all of this, so we've left it in the capable hands of Cider Hype. You know, because that's not confusing at all. So yeah, enjoy the show and stay away from this shithole. I like you. Stay away. Bye.
This is the last time the world will see you as my little girl. Couldn't there be just a little more time? Couldn't you say that beautiful little baby out on my porch for just a little bit longer?
Ska-Blo Langley, I need you to come home to me. So you listen close. Save everyone you can, honey. Not one more. Not one less.
him that encouraged you, hopefully, because without the encouragement of your father, man, the world is a dismal place. It's very difficult to be a courageous person unless you have your father in body and spirit behind you. It's very demoralizing.
Cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, hamburger, cheeseburger, Big Mac, Whopper, Big Mac, Whopper.
$5 from everyone's favorite irrelevant fallen angel with 0 failed IGG campaigns. Have a good one, Oz. Thank you, Micah. I appreciate it.
Not good.
Merry Christmas to you out there. I hope it was a great day. And if it wasn't, I hope this stream makes you laugh.
Destiny turned her face, nightmares and violent shapes, stayed up dreaming.
Christmas to all of you out there. I hope it was a wonderful one so far. And if it hasn't been, I hope this stream is entertaining for you because guess what? It's Christmas Day. That's right. It's present opening time. Even out here in space, right? Passing somebody's moon right now. That's what it, right? Moon, right? I don't see any lights. Anyway, welcome aboard the USS Cider Prize. That's right. I name everything after myself because I'm original like that. I'm going to turn off the Christmas music. There we go. It's over with anyway. Welcome aboard. We've got Jack Stafford saying ahoy. Very fitting for being on board the Cider Prize here. On board the Cider Prize. It says Gray Wolf Graphics says, wow, Cider, I thought I was subscribed to your channel. Well, I am now. That's right. You too can become a subscriber to this channel as soon as I figure out where the hell my camera is. I want to say it's over here, but it's not. It's over here. Hi. Paladin Dragoon Rider is here, and he's going to pack one in his pipe, going to join Alphonse, the Grand Bear here, saying, just sat down to roll one, and Cider is streaming. Love this video. Merry Christmas, everyone. That's right. That's the Chainsmokers Sleepwalking. You search that on the old YouTube box, that'll come right up for you. Maybe the video that I used. Eddie Brock says, Space Cider, coast to coast. Yeah, pretty close, pretty close. I don't know where I am out in deep space right now, but it's pretty glowy, you know, out here in space. And we brought Christmas with us. Look, we brought Christmas. You see that? Oh, that Christmas. That's right. It's hard to get a pine tree out in the middle of space. You know that? You wouldn't believe the kind of import tax they put on those things all the way out here. Anyway, I brought you Christmas memes, and I'll figure out where the camera is eventually, I promise. I brought you Christmas memes. So we're going to watch those. I hope you enjoy. Do you remember this? Do you remember this? Did you have grandparents that bought you like the video game that was for the wrong console? Your parents were like, you're getting a bike. You don't need a console. You don't need a computer. I never had this problem because I was a country mouse, but I just imagine a little 12-year-old like just seething inside. I didn't want a bike. I don't want to be outside in the sun. I want to be inside yelling the N-word at people across the country. They're just making up new N1 variant things now. They're like Pokemon cards, right? You get like the Mega Evolution, the Shiny Evolution. You give it like a little solar ball, it changes into something else, you know? COVID's basically a bunch of evolutions these days, in case you haven't noticed it. Merry Christmas! Yes, that's right. A second person has been caught filming a sex scene in the Capitol building. That's right. Now, it makes me wonder just how many people are doing it, and if these two idiots are the ones that got caught, right? It can't be that out of all those people, there's like 2 people doing this, and they were dumb enough to get caught. I don't know about you, but I don't buy it. Richie Dupion, he says, hail Cider, hail the chat, hail Comicsgate, and bananas to all. All right, Richie, thanks for the nanners. Definitely need that, whatever's going on here. Potassium, that's right. Yep. It's the face you make when you have to order milk, right? Instead of beer, instead of soda, not even water. You have to give them the 10,000 yard stare when you're ordering milk, so they take you seriously. Do you want to take a minute and think about that? I don't know if I do. Oh, well, that's helpful, right? I always wondered, right, if employees must wash hands. It's like, do I ring a bell? Is there somebody that comes around with fancy soap and masseuses my pads? Eddie Brock says, this is how my parents would both wrap a bike and put it together. Unwrap it, falls apart. Putting it together was the Christmas miracle. Oh, Miracle indeed. Miracle indeed. Fiona Wolf's here. She says, "Hail the Colossals. We'll buy more when it lands. One of the rare series that with an actual Paragon in it." Yeah, absolutely. Don't worry, it'll be ready next year. You know me. I don't run out and get this stuff like going before I have the book ready. You know. Say yeah, naughty Nettie. Yeah, you bet. Oh, the bottom of the marijuana trench. When your 7-year-old tells you she wants to be a doctor, wants to be a marine biologist, so she can go to the bottom of the marijuana trench. There's a lot to see down there at the bottom of the marijuana trench. It's pretty dank. How would you shit someone else's pants? That's clever. I don't care who you are. That's clever right there. That's smart. That's a good joke right there. Oh, they use the face swap so that a tiny Sylvester Stallone with an adult Sylvester Stallone's face would be terrorizing these people. What the hell is the glide? Is that like the wrapping paper scissor things? Remember those where they just it kind of like had a blade that was like this and it didn't scissor, it just sort of like V'd and you would feed the wrapping paper in there. Is that what they're talking about? Is that the glide? Or is this another thing they're supposed to eat for a TikTok challenge? I don't know. Oh, wow. That's rough. Most losses. Pardon the duck, indeed. If only they knew how accurate that is, right? If only they knew how many comic book pros are doing this right now today. Mm, pain. Yep. No. No, I won't. I won't do that. First of all, why are men reacting to a purse? And second of all, no, that looks very dumb. And it's gonna get all bent and stained and flappity after a couple days of being whipped around. I'll pass. Today is Christmas. Oh, are they supposed to do that? Like they're not supposed to stop? Oh, Peret's here. Peret says, "Wow, Cider is spending Christmas in a spaceship." Yeah, yeah. Check it out. We're on the USS Cider Prize. I'll figure out where my camera is eventually. I keep wanting to look over here, but it's not. That's the tree is over there. Over here is where the camera is. That's right. But this is the USS Cider Prize. We're somewhere in deep space, near a supernova, something like that. Anyway, welcome aboard. We're watching memes. As soon as I figure out which window it's in. Why are you hitting your man parts with tungsten? What the hell, man? Oh yeah, the new Discord update. If you don't know, the mobile update is absolute ass. Like just flaming, steaming ass, dude. It's awful. Oh no. Don't you remember? Don't you remember? Past Master Dan is here. He says he's giving bananas and Christmas trees and praise to everybody. Tree Goblin says late space travels. No, I was early, dude. I came like 10 minutes early onto the ship, man. Where's my spaceship, George? I don't know. This isn't it. This is the Cider Prize. Different machine entirely. Eddie Brock says react to other men wearing men react to other what the fuck? Why do you have a purse? I know what I'm doing. Trust me. I know. Yeah, we got Brown CBR. It says 11 out of 10. Fix 0 bugs. New UI only. Yeah. The user interface is murderous or murder inducing. I'm not sure. Somebody's going to die because of it. I'm sure of it. I'm sorry, all of these bananas being dropped off here today. How are you, my banana friends, bananites, bananians, bananos? I don't know how you like to be referred to. What is your preferred banana pronoun? What is your preferred banana pronoun? What kind of banana do you identify as? Anonymity T2 says, "Hail and Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to you too, from deep space." Because even out here in space, we celebrate Jesus. That's how it goes. Hmm. Oh. Oh. Hold on. What is that? You can't have both the cock in the ass and the soul in heaven. Yes, exactly. That's right. Sodomy. Don't do it. You can't both do sodomy and go to heaven. Don't do butt sex. Bulgarians know this. Come on. Bulgarian. I just like his face. That's hilarious. Look at that. Look at his angry little face. What am I looking at? Is it two dudes wearing like I don't know, like some kind of gangster rap make face mask things or COVID? I can't imagine it being COVID mask. Looks like a t-shirt tied around his face. What the hell is these two are going to tell you who the most seductive, annoying orange characters are? Okay. Yeah, right. So the Grinch had heart problems, if you don't know, and like the Who's exiled him up to a high elevation, which is even harder on his heart. So is it any wonder why he was such a bastard to him? Then when he finally joined them, his heart resumed normal size because again, the oxygen was in there again, perhaps coming down from that high elevation, also helped his heart return to normal size. See, the science is there. It's the Who's. The Who's were the problem. They made him evil. Look at him. They shrank his heart. Yeah, these are good. These are real top-notch memes, folks. I'm sorry. I saw a Christmas meme compilation. I was like, "Hot diggity dog! Well, you bet." So let's just switch over to Reddit because Reddit's got fun stuff, right? They got weird stuff. Reddit's weird. We all know it's weird. Look at this. Watch this cat. You see this? Cat's like, what? And then it knocks your shit out of your hand. Yep, that's what it does. Yeah, if you go into Reddit when you're not logged in, there's a whole bunch of dumb shit there as they try to get you staying on the platform. So here's a fun one that I saw earlier. Remember the Texas prisoner who sued for a cotton blanket because he was allergic to the prison's blankets and the officials refused to give him a cotton one instead? Well, the records show that they spent $20,000 on that case instead of giving him a blanket. If you're wondering where the money that run your country is like going to and coming from, you might, especially if you're in Texas, you might want to run by and ask just how much the government's paying to keep people from having cotton blankets, right? It's a lot of money to waste to say, no, you can't have your cotton blanket. Oh, well. Uh, I don't know who this MIA person is, but somebody got up at him about their opinion of Alex Jones. So it says here, if Alex Jones pays for lying, shouldn't every celebrity pushing vaccines pay too? And then some weirdo replies with, "Oh, girl, don't do this. We all love your little cash register God song. Don't ruin it. Just eat your food. Eat your bugs. Just eat your bugs and be happy. Just eat your bugs." Yeah, this is the last photo taken of Queen Elizabeth II, 2 days before her death. I don't know about you, but she doesn't look too close to the grave. But, these sudden deaths just keep happening all the time. It's crazy. Yeah, you got your typical super big-headed liberals over on Reddit. Yeah. Being a Republican must be a sad, sad existence. You could truly only enjoy Christmas as MAGA until you've convinced yourself you're upsetting a liberal. And Bridget Gabriel, I don't know who this person is. Maybe you do, but she says, I don't care how many liberals I offend that by saying this, Merry Christmas. Like, I mean, we know it's getting old. Like, what the hell is the point of saying anything like that? But, you just say Merry Christmas. If people get mad at him, that you pull out your phone and record it and make great, it'll go viral. If they don't get mad and they walk away, well, great. If they say Merry Christmas back to you, fantastic. That means we're winning. I've never understood the edge, why they have to go out and be so edgy. Yeah, you guys know about the Iron Man marathon thing? Pretty crazy stuff. These are pretty crazy stuff. And apparently it's over. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, this guy carried his disabled brother through the Iron Man marathon. See that? That's pretty cool. I don't know why it keeps disappearing, but Yeah. And then he has to pedal him and stuff like that. Yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Not only did he do it for himself, but he did it for his brother too. Now, that's pretty cool, man. You don't see that too often anymore. The baby boomers are stupid. You're not good enough. What does this say over here? It says, what you are doing is cringe, but it's okay. I was cringe too. When you'll be older and you'll realize it like I did. Okay. The Generation X didn't give birth to millennials. Who the hell said that? That's wrong. It's like you got you and like some other person on the street stepped in and was like, "Hey, I'm gonna yell at this kid too. Like, I'm closer to his age. Let me yell at him." Silly. There you go. That's what Reddit thinks about the situation. I don't know how to get back now. Oh, okay. There. Name the main Christmas present that got you, and I'll rate it 1 out of 10. Wow. This is the state of Reddit, by the way, right here. This is the state of Reddit. You see this? We're going to post an apple. A man is freaking out at this apple, and our teenagers. This is what's going on with teenagers right now. This was cool as shit, by the way. This is pretty cool. You check this out. Look at this. Japan is still trying to figure out Christmas. Well, I don't know. I think that's great. Well, oh, that's right. There was that video of that giant Santa Claus fighting those guys. That's right. Ex-Kaiser, Ex-Kaiser, something like that. Where did that go? It's over here somewhere. Where did... Aha! There it is. Hold on. Bear with me. I know what I'm doing, sort of. Where? Oh, sorry, I'm not used to using OBS to navigate this stuff, so you'll have to forgive me while I fumble around and let's see, is this the one? It is. Okay. So, as you can see, we have a giant mechanized Santa Claus attacking downtown Tokyo. Okay? So, let's watch. Now you have like a 50-foot tall Santa Claus robot running at you at full speed, screaming, "Merry Christmas!" Right? I mean, you're going to be a little, I don't know, uncomfortable maybe? Look at that. This is what Japanese anime companies used to do with their time, by the way, okay? This isn't AI. This isn't a joke. This is an actual episode of X-Kaiser, where X-Kaiser fights a giant mechanized Santa Claus in the middle of downtown Tokyo while people are Christmas shopping. This was not like some Saturday Night Live thing that they did. This wasn't some joke cartoon show. This is actual anime. This is a canon fight, a real deal fight. Merry Christmas. I know you're being grabbed by the throat by a creature that's like twice your size, but Merry Christmas. I have no idea about this show. I'm not a big fan of it or anything. I know that it exists. I know it's a mecha show, and I know that they're somewhat sentient, if not controlled by humans. Maybe human souls are inside the robots. I'm not quite sure. It's not my fandom, but I just really enjoy this, that there's a giant Santa Claus fighting a giant robot in the middle of Tokyo on Christmas. While people are Christmas shopping still. Like they're running away from the action, but they're going about their Christmas business. Like in the middle of having a giant robot's head thrown through the mall, shoved through the mall, the patrons are like, "Oh, ex Kaiser, oh, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas." But wait, Santa's armed too, and he's also a centaur now. But you see, that gigantic ass sword isn't enough for a Christmas tree that was on display. I love anime so much. Like you could just pick up a Christmas tree that's on display as giant, and that's now comparable as a weapon. That's now comparable to this blessed holy mecha sword that this guy's got. That's looks to be about 6 buses long, if you're judging by their size. Man, see, this is again like what American entertainment just can't fathom. They can't sit down and tell this story. And now, yes, we're laughing at it. Yes, we're goofing on it and all that jazz. But when you get down to what you're actually looking at on screen, there's a lot of passion here. There's a lot of energy here. There's a lot of purpose to it as well. Oh well. He's supercharging the Christmas tree, guys. He's supercharging the Christmas tree. But it's not enough. Thanks to Ex-Kaiser, Santa's presents have been protected from the evil hands of the Geisters. Thank you, Ex-Kaiser, the modern day Santa Claus. I love it. A giant robot with a big lion on the front of it. Just in no way Christmased out at all. Not even a Santa hat on top of it. You are the modern Santa Claus. I love it. This is Japan. It's beautiful. It's a miracle of a country that we're allowed to share the same earth with them, you know? Blows my mind sometimes. Ow, my culture. Streaming over where? Streaming everywhere? No, not everywhere. I'm just live over here. See, I'm on hold on a second. I gotta click a button. I'm over here on the USS Cider Prize. We're going by yeah, we're going by a moon right now. I don't know whose moon that is. We're going really, really close by it though, but oh well. It's Christmas though. Look, there's Christmas. Look, fancy Christmas. Yeah. Yeah. Welcome aboard the USS Cider Prize. Anyway, we're back over here watching robots kick ass for Christmas, right? Oh yeah, this is the opening where he like rips off the Merry Christmas. It's a great series. Oh yeah, this one's fun. I have no idea what it means or where it comes from, but that's hilarious. You gotta love it. I know where my camera is. Oh yeah, there was that time Big O fought a Christmas tree. See if we can dig that up. Well, that's the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the song here. Let's turn it down. Yeah, in Japan, if you don't know, anime is like very much in love with the commercial version of Christmas. Um, a lot of anime kind of agonizes over the pain of Christmas, separation, Christmas, all that fun jazz. They don't. they don't tend to lean so hard into the Christian imagery involved with Christmas. They just seem to really enjoy the commercial side of it, I guess. So we'll see. Yeah, cider prize. This isn't the episode, but it's cute. But it's not the episode. Where is it? Where's the Weird Al? I don't want to hear about that. Anyway, I guess we'll just skip to the end of the episode and stuff like that. So I got to mute this. So they brought a Christmas tree into this plaza, and it apparently is some chemically driven bio monster like Violante. If you remember the yeah. Anyway, Godzilla movies. That's right. And so this titular hero robot is Big O. That's right, Big O, and it's known as a Megaduce. Is what it's known as. It's piloted by Paradigm City's top negotiator, Roger Smith. And in this episode, he has to kick the shit out of a Christmas tree. There's also like some weird evil Santa going around stealing people's souls in this episode. It's really weird. Moreover, killing them and then saying he's taking their souls, that was a thing. And he apparently brought the tree, so I don't know. This series is sort of a mixture of post-apocalyptic and dream world meet together. A lot of it takes themes from the siege of Stalingrad. Takes a lot of themes from that battle and kind of like what if the world ended there, I guess. And so this is 40 years after what would have been the world ending. And so one of the things that I greatly enjoy about this is just how close it is to Batman. So I'm not a fan of Batman anymore. I'm sorry. I'm not really a fan of Superman either. I'm very bored of their stories because all they do are things that Tom King or Michael Bendis want them to do. They're not telling their own story anymore. They're telling the writer's story, and that's just dumb. This is why I like this Big O character, this Roger Smith, the pilot of all this, is because he's actually got the Batman kind of thing going on. He's got a giant robot, he's got a long black car, he's got a red-headed sidekick, and an old man that works on his shit, you know? There's Norman, the butler, and he's here to help. I don't know how. Oh, he just drives right through the side of a damn. Oh, he got that lady out of there. Isn't that neat? See, again, this is one of those subtle touches that anime remembers to apply to the stuff that they're working on. Is these tiny little wholesome moments that remind you that they are heroes. They're not just here to punch and crash and destroy. They are heroes. There's good people here. That also, the really cool part about Big O is that when Big O punches, it has like this locking mechanism in its shoulder. It has giant pistons in the forearms that extend out and deliver this hyper concussive fist kind of blast at whatever it goes at. And it's pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. It also has the chrome blaster up there on top. And of course, this is where Roger pilots the thing. You see the Christmas tree is going to get him. Look at the giant tinsel falling. All the giant tinsel. This evil Christmas tree is going to destroy a giant robot. That's right. You're watching a Christmas tree destroy a giant robot. Or try to. It's pretty great, honestly, in my opinion. I highly recommend Big O to anybody who's into anime. Really, really and truly. It's in my opinion, Big O does Batman better than Batman in the last 20 years. I'm just saying. You know, Gordon Rosewater is an excellent like opposition to Roger Smith because Gordon is much like Roger Smith. He's trying to decipher the mystery of what's going on in this world and why there's giant Christmas trees trying to kill people and whatnot. And so when it comes to those two, Gordon Rosewater and Roger Smith, it's a bit more in line with Black Mask. I would say that Gordon Rosewater is a lot like Black Mask. He's very driven. He'll take any route he has to. Criminal networks are his favorite, and he loves having the biggest gun in the room. So this guy, his girlfriend is blind, and it's the old tale of like, I sold my thing to get you a thing, and you know, apparently the giant tree has been subdued, and Roger has brought a gift for the couple, or he's got a gift for somebody else. I don't know. I don't remember this episode all the way through because again, it's really just about the Christmas thing and conveying that love is everlasting. I guess in this. Another thing that you just don't see in American stories anymore. We just can't do it. What'd you miss? Ah, nothing, man. We're just cruising around. I'm just trying out this new green screen thing. And as you can see, I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, my fingers are gone. Oh no. I have a lot of work to do with this. So I just threw this together in like maybe 40 minutes. And a lot of this is just like lights and tinfoil. I'm using an old lightsaber to put that purple light in front of me to help differentiate me from the green screen. It's as hodgepodge and jury rigged as you can get. You know, I think I got something else taped around here too, so don't worry. But yeah, this is our Dorothy, the character that was dancing there. She's a robot. She's a robot, but she's a robot replicant of a real woman who died. And so she's got these memories left over from that living woman, but she's a robot. So she has no way of processing these emotions other than just speaking them out loud. It's somewhat tragic, but it's also really deep, right? For a giant robot story, right? Again, here in the US, what could we do with our giant robot story? We made it do dumb shit. Remember Pacific Rim? We did some dumb shit with it. Wasn't that fun? I don't hate Pacific Rim. I just think it really could have gone a lot further. And I'm trying to cater to the American audience that was like stuck with uh the Transformers as their like vision of what oh, it was Schwartzwald. This is a good one. You guys got to listen to Schwartzwald stuff. This might get the stream down, so just let me know. Give me those big old Fs in the chat if we lose connection here because I can't tell. They don't give me an alert when it goes down. But this guy has some great speeches. If you're a writer out there and you're looking for a character that is not necessarily a bad guy, not a good guy either, not an anti-hero on the other end of this, and not an anti-villain either. If you're looking for a character that is genuinely it on a parallel path, but a much more extreme parallel path to your hero, right? So this guy is like totally driven by finding the truth. If he has to kill people to get to it, he will. Roger Smith is committed to getting the truth. If he has to kill people to get to it, he won't. There's a difference. Did you hear that? Did you? That's some good ass fucking crazy guy writing, right? That's some good ass. I'm a find the truth writing right there. Can you go on without knowing your past? Can you do it? Can you go on? And this is a really compelling kind of character because again, you're looking at having like people who are um, sort of open about their identities and are interested in exploiting the loss of the 40 years with the Big O series. Because again, this takes place after a cataclysmic world event that renders the world in a state of somewhat permanent chaos. Um, as you saw in some of the pictures here, some of the architecture and stuff, things are 40 years after the aftermath of this stuff is still not repaired. It's still crunched and destroyed. And there's a very strange dichotomy between the surface world and what's below, which seems to be a remnants of a world that was destroyed 40 years ago. Now, this character doesn't know why. and he's trying to find out, but he's lost his mind in the process. And what I find most captivating about it is when he's going on and on about this stuff. So Liam strikes again, right? Did it go down? Did we get up? We get F. We're down. Are we back? Is it down? Hello? My chat isn't moving at the moment, so I don't know. I don't know if I'm back or not. Am I down? Okay. All right. So we won't do that. Okay. Can't do that. Sorry. But anyway, I highly recommend you guys check out the Big O. It's excellent. Excellent show. What was I looking for? I'm not looking for Booze. Hey, there's Mike Partika. Particular, right? Particular. But yeah. The sorry, I'm using OBS here, so I'm not quite used to it. So when I switch between windows, it takes me a hot second. So yeah, we'll go back over to Reddit that started all of this. So yeah, I honestly think that Reddit has the right idea. Excuse me, Japan, not Reddit. That Japan has the right idea here. I really like this the Godzilla, and it even breathes like steam or whatever, like dry ice. You know, look, it even breathes like dry ice stuff. That's neat. That's neat to me. Could be neat to you too. I don't know, but yeah, they got loans and stuff on here. They want to tell you. So this is a good thing. This is good. I like this. So here we go, fellas and lady, if you're watching, lady folk, if you're watching. Reddit has no right ideas. It's true. It's true. We'll get over to Reddit's mildly interesting soon, and you'll just see how bad it is for them right now. But this is a good one, right? So the question is, which one of these guys is going to win? You got Rambo, you got Legolas, you got Hawkeye, you got Katniss, you got Oliver Queen, a Green Arrow here, and you got a Pixar character. I don't remember her name. We'll just call her the Pixar character. Who do you think is going to win? So we'll start with Rambo over here. That's not. We'll start with Rambo over here being number 1, Legolas number 2, Hawkeye number 3, Katniss number 4, Green Arrow number 5, and Pixar Girl number 6. Which one do you think is going to win this fight? Right? If they've got to out arrow each other. Let's say they're in Vietnam. Right? So that way everybody's on their home jump around woody turf and there's enough mist to hide around in, right? Okay, so they're all in like a prime archer's sort of situation, right? To be an archer and be most effective, they're in a woodland setting with a lot of fog and a lot of cover, right? Who do you think is going to win? You don't have to come up with a reason. You just say who. It's fine. You could even say the Pixar character wins just to be funny. But I'm genuinely curious because this is quite a collection of dudes and ladies, I guess. Where's Robin Hood, Cary Elwell's? Yeah, that's true. He fired a missile. He had a missile he fired. So Rambo comes out on top for Paladin Dragoon Rider. What about you folks? Anybody else out there? The most murderous. Yep. I give it to the Lego, started the skateboard arrow sniping fad. The Lego. Oh, Legolas. Legolas, yes. Yes. Parkour. He was a parkour archer. Hardcore parkour. No, I love it. I think it's great. We got Mr. Yeah, Cider, aren't you going to answer why Omasu Tenzuka and Go Nagai were making gay couple mangas in the 70s? No, I don't need to. Homosexuality isn't something that's like this brand new concept in the world, let alone Japan. Japan has a long history of it. Their current culture doesn't like it. They don't offer restrictions on it. many anyway. There was recently a right to marry law for, I believe, trans people was allowed, and they're walking back the requirement to have sterilizing surgeries performed on trans people. They're walking that back, which again I think is appropriate because you're sterilizing people. That really you're not supposed to do that. The human body needs all that stuff to function, right? So, but yeah, no, I don't. It's not nothing to worry about. They make them right now today. There are people making boy love manga right now. That's all about young men in high school falling in love with each other. There's Yuri manga. Yuri manga's been around for a long time. Sailor Moon had had a lesbian couple in it, and when it came to the U.S., they were cousins. The Japanese see this as a different thing. When you go out and you express yourself, that's okay. They don't have a problem with that because what that is their expression ends at another person's perception. If they don't want to agree to whatever this person is expressing, they either exit that area or politely excuse themselves from their interaction with that person. That's how it works. The West makes a declaration that you must recognize the gayness. You must recognize the different gender than what your eyes are telling you. You must. And if you don't, you'll be pursued until you do. That's the difference. So when you think you've got me by bringing up like, oh, there's gay stuff in Japan. Of course there is. They have thousands of years of records of all of this, including the cross-dressing stuff. When you guys are trying to wrap into this that they were worried about misgendering Camille, when a space fascist, the Tetons are space fascists. That's what they are. And so what did the writers think would be a good way to show how fascist and evil and dicky they are? To have them make fun of the protagonist in the first episode. Yeah. And yet somehow that little lone, tiny little exchange has become this grand, like, I don't understand, like this grand Camille is transsexual, or it was a whole nod to people cutting their penises off. I don't understand. I really don't. I don't understand this mental illness where you have to go back in time and start appropriating a separate culture to justify your own mental illness. Maybe it's a medication problem. Maybe you weren't hugged enough as a child. I don't know. But when you come in here and persist on this stuff, I have to wonder if maybe your nurse doesn't know that you're on the computer without her permission. Yes, I do. And it didn't exist in the 1980s. It especially didn't exist in the 1980s Japan Sunrise offices. You want to know why? Go and Google it right now. Google the use of that word and the awareness in Japan. There's a Statista article right there you could take a look at and read all about it. And find out that the Japanese, not really, they don't care. Because again, this is the separate. If you express this way, that's fine. If they want to play your game, they'll play that game. If they don't, they won't. The West insists that the game must be played or they'll kill themselves. I'm sorry. I don't sell rope. Okay? It's not my fault. But that's the reality of what you're doing when you go and you say, back in the 80s, Gundam, owned by Sunrise, was very, very, very concerned about misgendering people and decided to make that the central point to Gundam Zeta. Maybe? I doubt it, because the rest of the show shows Camille, the hero, becoming more comfortable having women around. Whereas in the beginning, he completely dismisses them as useless. In fact, it's his mother's death that starts to change his opinion about women. But maybe you didn't watch the anime and someone on the internet made a meme and your brain went, aha, that's me. I'm going to identify with that until I die. Right? Maybe that's what happened to you. I don't know. Medication is very difficult these days. A lot of people have hormonal issues with those brain behavioral ones, you know? So you might not be on the right medication to help you, but get in touch with your doctor after the first of the year because they're most likely going to be drunk and high between now and then. So wait until like the 4th of January, then come through and say like, hey, I'm not grasping reality very well, Doc. I think that Gundam is all about gender rights. So could you please give me some medication to help the schizo thoughts go away? Right, buddy? What do you mean? I said it was in Zeta. So who's not watching here? What do you mean? You're not watching it. You saw like 2 minutes of a boy with a female name getting called a girl by a fascist, and he's the bad guy because story for children. They wanted to make sure you knew who the bad guys were, so they had the space fascist make fun of the protagonist. I get it. You probably don't read a lot, so you don't know that this is a mechanic in storytelling in order to set two rivals off from the part. You might recognize this from when Gary Oak came in and started shit during the Pokemon games, or in the anime, for instance, right? Or do you think that's about sexuality too? That if you choose Charmander, you got to cut your penis off? Is that? Just look into the medication, okay, pal? I think you need the medication. Pretty sad, really. No, I highly doubt that. The examples that were shown to me were people being sexist, talking about how women weren't strong, talking about how women didn't have capabilities. No, they're not at the same level as men, obviously. But the stuff that you showed me, or whoever that ragamuffin was that showed up in there, the paste eater, that was examples of the Japanese being traditionally sexist. If you're worried about all this, please go ahead and tell me why has it only been since 2017 that women were allowed to own shops in Tokyo? Can you, if they're so progressive, my friend, if they're so with it and ahead of the times, and they're writing about all this misgendering bullshit back in Michael Jackson's time, you go ahead. But what you're going to show me is Japanese being sexist, as they always have been, because they didn't adopt our culture. They adopted our economy. If you spent time paying attention to the culture of Japan, rather than the media that comes out of it, rather than the Tumblr posts, rather, that tell you about the media about it, you'd know this. I don't have it right handy, but on Amazon, you can buy a Japan cultural book that'll take you right up to 2019. They don't have a post-COVID one yet, but it's coming. And this is by academics. This isn't by random people on the street or internet weirdos like me. It's actual academics that are studying the psychology, anthropologists that are studying the changes in human population, the way the demographics affecting things, musical trends, this sort of stuff. And what you'll find in there, not a lot of conversation about butt fucking. Not a lot of conversation about cutting penises off. Not a lot of conversation about misgendering. In fact, the phenomena around it, the culture seems to view gayness as foreign. Now, you go back and you can see in history, oh, yes, the Japanese were very gay, and they did a lot of gay things, gaily. But this culture, here and now, today, most of the people in Japan view gayness as foreign. Yes. Again, like, if you bothered to know what the hell's going on the street in Japan, rather than just interpret their culture through whatever fucking shit pops up on your Tumblr feed, maybe you'd know. But you don't. You're over here trying to tell me about some manga that has supposedly talked about gender roles despite only having one panel where it was like, you were told you were a boy in order to make you tough. Oh, yes, it's gender roles. Woo! It's Joe. No, it's not. It's the Japanese being sexist, saying you were told you were a boy to toughen you up. Right? Because only men are tough in the sexist mind, correct? That women don't have an innate strength of their own. Not that they can pull tractor trailers with their teeth like the heavy lifters can, but women have a separate kind of strength. And again, this was popular to dismiss in this early time during when manga was first getting off the ground. Again, like, you don't know the history. You read some shit on fucking Tumblr and have decided you got a doctorate in it. That's the most annoying thing about this. So, why do they view gayness as foreign? Well, most of the documents I've read about this, the interviews that I've watched about it, there's a guy, he does a bunch of shorts where he goes around with the localizer kind of translator thing, and he's Japanese himself, and he talks to them so that way when they speak back, he's got a proper transcript to work with. It's what the purpose of his doodad is for. And so what he goes around talking to these people about is what their opinion of it. Now, he talked to a gay man on the streets, a Japanese gay man, born and raised. And what he explained is his family insisted that he had absorbed too much Western media, that he was not gay, that it was just a fad, that he had become enraptured with the noise and confusion from America. That's where they think the gayness comes from. Rahm Emanuel, right? The guy that used to be the chief of staff of President Obama is currently the guy that said, don't let a crisis go to waste, is currently the ambassador for Japan to the US. And he forced their Congress to vote on a trans marriage legalization bill. How did he force it? He did the same thing Biden did. He said, I'm going to deny you funding. I'm going to tell the White House to stop sending money for these things unless you agree to pass this. No one in the parliament wanted to pass it. The Conservative Party, what you would identify as Republicans, voted present. They didn't even vote against it or for it, because they know if they voted against it, it would be used against them by Rahm Emanuel. You got to understand. You got to understand. Is gayness real? Yes, it is. But the corporatization of it is where you're getting this stuff all mixed together, right? You're getting it all mixed together in the corporatization of gayness, not the reality of it, all right? Now, the reality of it is the Japanese view it as an outside influence. That's real. That's them every day. Talk to them. I have trans friends in Japan, and they tell me it's like living in hell. No one wants to talk to them. No one wants to associate with them, but they tell everybody on the street they don't have a problem with trans. So no, I'm not going to sit here and buy into this belief that there's some magical progressive thinking in a country that still has trouble with women owning sushi bars in its capital. If you don't believe me, go ahead and Google sexist Tokyo sushi. And that should bring you to the video where it interviews a woman named Kaoru. And she is a generational sushi maker, right? Her father was, right? And she employs only women at her shop, first of its kind. Women have not been allowed to own restaurants in Tokyo until, I think, 2017. And in this interview, she talks about how the other sushi makers, they tell her, right? They tell people rather to ruin her business that women's hands are too warm. They're too warm to make sushi. It cooks the fish, ruins the meal. Or you won't be, if you go into their shop, the smell of their vaginas will confuse the smell of rotten fish. You will not know if this is good food or not. And then finally, the one that blew my mind the most was that the women won't be able to work on their menstrual cycles. So in the middle of making food for you, they will have to go to the back and take care of their pads and then come back with dirty hands. These guys, literally, they have like signs out front in Tokyo that says, don't go to the female sushi shop. But go ahead and tell me that there was a manga published about fucking misgendering people. You fucking bet there was. In the 60s, no less. Amazing. I love how these people are like, my modern thinking is going to be put upon these people in the past. I don't care if they're thousands of miles away from me in a completely different culture that has been thrust into the first world, leaving the third in less than 20 years. I'm going to completely understand every fabric of their existence, and I'm going to apply my mental orders upon it. I hate that. You're appropriating the Japanese history to suit your mental illness. That's the reality you're in. I'm really sorry that your doctors have failed you on that. I'm really sorry that you're not receiving the right medication for you to be able to separate fictional anime from reality. Sometimes people do things, right, because they're fun, not because they want to fuck kids, right? Sometimes they make boy love manga Not because they want to fuck kids, but because they want to make boy love manga and they're entertained by that. Weird, right? Weird. Okay, cool. Well, Sunrise still had to pass off on this, and if you're going to go ahead and insist that Shar is Stalin, you deserve to be punched in the face until there's nothing left but a pool of like blood pudding, man. That's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And you know it is. And you know you're wrong. That's the best part. Is you know you're wrong. You know that a corporation did not let the Communist Manifesto leak into their toy commercial. Do you know why the Gundam is blue, red, and yellow? It's because of our good old friend Superman and those lovely primary colors. That's right. Tomino wanted to make the Gundam stark white. Your head would have fucking melted if that Gundam was a symbol of white supremacy. But it's not. It's not. Despite being called the White Devil, it's not. You guys just read shit on here and it fills your political pool full and you're like, hee, I know everything about Japan now. And you don't. You don't. You read it on a Tumblr blog and that's it. That was all the verification you needed. You're running around telling people that Tomino, the creator of Gundam, is a cross-dresser. I can't find that anywhere. I Googled it everywhere. I couldn't even find the post that you screenshotted to show me that. So no, I'm not going to believe you that Tomino is out here saying he's for cross-dressing. Now, we could be talking about kabuki theater. That's something that's celebrated in Japan. But I doubt he is, because there's no kabuki theater in Turn A. To my knowledge, there's no kabuki theater. I'm sure he does. But I've honestly had enough of you, really. I want you to come back with all of your alts and all of your racism so I can block that too. Tomino is a cross-dressing Nazi communist. Here we go. Nazi communist. All right. That's what we got. Nazi communists. Nah, that's just what it is. And I honestly think you're probably misreading why that's happened, why they're quoting that. Because again, Japan, separate culture. But feel free to pretend that Japan just lives in Texas or something, that they're in like California maybe. I don't really know what, again, mental illness is going on in here that's telling you all this shit. But again, feel free to pretend they're Americans and have the exact same culture as us, which means they have the exact same interpretations of the events that happen, right? I have very bad news for you. Very, very bad news for you. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. So we're gonna do a cultural lesson right here, right now. So our good friend who doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about, the Tumblrite. So our good friend the Tumblrite can get a good idea of just what the fuck is going on in Japan. Here we go. Yeah, it looks like a band logo. This is an adult, by the way. This isn't like some school kid. This is an adult. He's at least in college anyway. Yeah, and the old guy knows. These girls, they don't know them. They don't know the Nazis. This guy's like, I don't know the Nazis, but I think they're the bad guys. Yeah, full. There it is. There you go. That's the reality of it. That's what you're looking at. You know? That's Japan. That's Japan, okay? They do not care about the West. They have no. Let me ask you, do you know about the Korean and Japanese conflict that had started this whole blood feud between them that's gone on for close to 2,000 years? Do you know about that? Most Americans have no fucking clue that Korea and Japan ever talked to each other, let alone had centuries of war. Brutal war at that. Okay? Now, the Japanese on the other side of the planet from Germany aren't well educated in World War II on that front. What do you know? And so this is what I want to impress upon you, is that your little Tumblr blogs, your dumb little memes that go around, your mile-long leftist memes, they don't mean anything. They're not based in reality. None of it. You need medication, maybe strapped down too. I don't know if you're a danger to other people yet, but you sound like a person that'll take a knife to somebody because they disagree with you. So remember, Japan is not your mental illness. Don't bring it here. Get a book, get a cultural book, read through it, make friends in Japan, learn about the actual history as opposed to what your Tumblrite, bleach drinking, paste eating friends have decided to shove in your face. Yeah, the Koreans absolutely hate each other. Hate each other as well as the Japanese. They have a long history of warring with the Japanese. In one conflict in particular, right? You have the one conflict in particular. You have the Koreans coming to the northern islands of Japan, but they have Japanese men on stretching racks on the front of their ships, and they are like pulling them apart, dismembering them, like, pulling in progressively as they get closer to the shore. So you have these boats carrying these soldiers, and at the front of them, there are Japanese men who are being ripped apart in progressive little like notch pull moments. Click, 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 and there it is. And they're screaming as they're coming into port, Of course, the Japanese, again, they invaded Korea quite frequently. It was kind of like a Saturday thing for them for a while. They got so controlled with it, the West started moving in. The Portuguese established churches there, Christian churches and things like that. The Dutch were there for a while. Then what happened with China? Japan went into China. These are all things that matter to their culture that our Tumblrite bleach drinking paste eater does not comprehend whatsoever. Because that doesn't feed into the gender propaganda. It doesn't feed into the LGBTQ propaganda. It doesn't fit into it. You can't have this like layer of turmoil and violence and just centuries of pain and decimation, and then move on, like keep hold of that forever. You know what I mean? Keep hold of it forever. You have to let it go. You have to move beyond it. And a lot of the stuff that enshrines homosexuality and cross-dressing and men mating with other men, a lot of that stuff was during the period when Japan was its most violent. A lot of that stuff took place when Japan was its most chaotic. Yes, it exists during the Meiji and Edo periods. It exists now in Reiwa. But what I can tell you, with everything that I know, is that the majority of what you point back to as an example is born out of a very angry and terrified time in Japan. A lot of men took on those roles and became women in order to survive. I'm sorry, that doesn't fit into your neat little Tumblrite bullshit line. I know that. But the reality is a great deal of those concubines that were men did so they didn't end up dead. Or tortured to death, because that was another neat thing that the Japanese at that time were very, very, very passionate about. Again, you can't have your super progressive people who hate women owning businesses and just what? 500 years ago were perfectly comfortable burning people alive because they didn't believe the same things they did. That's just 200 years ago they were doing this. What are you going to do, man? Matt Barr says only a name, then call it something else. Yeah. Richie Dupe says 200 years ago, no Western really went to Japan country was close to outsiders. Well, we were there. The Dutch traders were coming and going, and for a long time, the Portuguese were coming and going. The English fucked up things a lot. That's what really started them shutting off was the English coming in and like extracting. We could do a Japanese history lesson some other time. It's Christmas. I'm sorry. We get back over to Reddit, but man, that shit drives me up the wall. People come in here and they're like, no, it was like this. Everybody was gay all the time forever. You're totally wrong. How can you be so wrong? You know, and that's how they operate. Oh, well. Oh, this is over. We'll go over this. Get back to scrolling. What is this? Oh, look, she looks like Cindy Lou. Well, that's cute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. Yeah, they found him. Look at that. It's the angel. Nope. Nah, I'm out of here. Why is that over there now? What did I click on? MAGA is sharing a video of 3 female soldiers dancing and they are pissed about it. Can you guess why? Yeah, because they're soldiers and this is not part of regular duty. So, yeah. Drastically out of shape guy finds a loophole to enter Mr. Universe competition, ends up winning the most unique physique title. Okay, cool. Oh, wow. They did some work on that picture, you can bet. That was pretty good, right? Ended on a high note. You see that? The guy was like, "No, no, I'm not gonna kill you. I'm not gonna kill you." See that? It spares your life. Yeah, pretty cool. The second or oh, the dog opens presents. That's not gonna go bad at all, ever. No one's going to make a mistake about that. Oh, well. New toy, back to the old one. That was fun. So people make coffee like this if you don't know, right? If you're like a coffee nut, this is how these people do it. I've never seen like a home coffee studio. Have you? Ever seen a home coffee studio? Look at that. It's still not done yet. It's still not coffee yet. Why does it need a mirror? Oh gosh. Ugh. Mm. All right, pal. Looks like it came out of a baby diaper. You sure you want to drink that? Okay. Whatever. Downgraded on overbooked flight and given perfect view of people enjoying the lie flat seats we paid for. Aw, isn't that neat? This is why ants bites hurt so bad. Oh, I see. Yeah, cool. Okay, so this is one of those Marvel things. Cool. Being one of Santa's helpers is a lot of responsibility, and the job certainly comes with its own set of risks. And then, oh, it's a snake. It's like a little Christmas snake. And oh, why did he die? Oh, he went up the chimney, and he couldn't get out. Oh, oh, oh! He went up the chimney and he couldn't get out. You see, he's going up the chimney, and he couldn't get out. Oh well. What is this? Clever comebacks. Nah, I'm all set. Lay flat seats. What? This is how my great grandpa stored dynamite, passed away, and left me to deal with it on Christmas Eve. That's a lot of dynamite, fellas. Oh, and it's leaking. It's leaking. That's great. That's great. Yeah, it was pretty dark with the little thing there. But look at the dynamite, man. Look at that. That's like leaking out the side there. You sneeze too hard in there, you're gonna blow up the barn. That's if he didn't have another stash somewhere else that he forgot about. Who collects dynamite? Oh. Oh, cool. Good job. I bet your mom's real proud. Oh, okay. Here we go. He's like still in Bateman mode. You notice this? He's still in character as he's delivering this. Muted. It shouldn't be. I don't understand why it's muted. Sorry. I apologize. 5-year-old walks up behind me when I'm on the computer. What game are you playing? Pay the bills. Are you winning? No. Yeah, I'm sure that conversation totally happened. Little crab, little crabs in every mussel dinner tonight. Huh. That's weird. That's right. You guys can't hear it. So some jerks decided to build this, and now I have to learn 3 languages. Yep. That's how it went. That's Tower of Babel for you, baby. Yeah, learned about this guy. See if we can get something over on mildly interesting. How about this? Is this better? Is it unmuted now? I don't know. Have to wait. I think I had the wrong button on. Still nothing. Oh, now I'm back. Okay. All right. So apparently that's the pea shoot. That right there, that's the pea shoot. If you apparently can't reach the bowl, they've got assistance for you. I don't know how I feel about that. That's a little weird. Oh well. But I do have to take a restroom break myself, so I don't have any long things to play here. So I'm just gonna play a fling song. Sorry if you don't like it. I gotta go to the bathroom.
It's time to rise, face a new day. A new adventure awaits. No standing down, no more delay. Keep the evil wolves at bay. No need to change your essence. That's what will keep you straight. Rise up, never take the blame for it. You have the right to dream of anything. Go on, nothing's standing in your way. The world is yours to take. So rise up. Against fun, we'll take the fight. Protecting our land. How Hala slide will shine bright. So team up with your friends, each one with unique traits. No need to change your essence. A whole new life awaits. Rise up, never take the blame for it. You have the right to dream of anything. Whoa, go on, nothing's standing in your way. The world is yours to take. So rise up, rise up.
Well, that ended faster than it should have. Hi. Oh well. Yeah, bio break. Apparently that didn't go that well. It was supposed to play a little bit longer than that, but oh well. That was weird. Anyway. The bay leaf inside of the pate was actually plastic with a leaf pattern printed on it. Well, is it that far off from the bay leaf though? Really? Who eats the bay leaf anyway? Psychopath. Anyway, your tank slippers. Oh, hmm, yeah, those again. Oh, look, they're like little bacon Christmas socks. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Little bacon Christmas socks. Yeah. Yeah, the bay leaf thing's gross. Nobody eats the bay leaf. Disgusting. But yeah, little Christmas bacon socks. Yeah, that's neat. White. My white elephant gift this year was a picture of elephants practicing in a participating in a white what? Is this like clown paintings? Is that what that is? Like people collect strange paintings of clowns and stuff? Is that what this is? No, I didn't mean to click on that. What is it again? I was bad this year, so instead of coal, Santa filled my stocking with silica packets. Aha! Aha ha ha! The audio guide in the Louvre is a Nintendo D. Oh, wow! So a Nintendo DS is how you go through and experience the Louvre in different languages. I had no idea that Nintendo was doing that shit. That's cool. I mean, I don't know anybody who has a Nintendo DS anymore either, but that's cool. Yeah, it's a chicken buddy. That's your friend now. Got little legs and stuff. A book my dad was issued when he joined the army in 1958. Guerrilla Warfare and Special Forces Operations. Headquarters Department of the Army, May 1958. All right, so this had to do with Vietnam. Interesting. Oh, well. Broken glass that's separated with an arrow shape left in it. Yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. You see that? Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. There's like a little oopsie doobles right there, like going up. Yeah. Neat. That's good. That's good. Like when shit just breaks for fun. Does cool shit when it breaks. This nativity scene at my local store has a sad Joseph. Yeah. They do that, of course. The potato and the popcorn symbols on my microwave are swap. Oh, I don't think your popcorn should look like that. That'd be bad. Oh, hey, great, great, cool. Guess what? We got Gamer Fuel back now. Nope, I'm not opening that website, but I thought it was an image. Look at that. Got like Master Chief and shit on there. Look at that. And that other person from whatever Diablo. Yeah. Because why not? It's Gamer Fuel. Who needs kidneys, right? Kidneys are for the weak. Kidneys are for the weak. My local arcade bar had an Oregon Trail arcade machine. How? How? But what? I an Oregon Trail with a keyboard, the full-on keyboard. Huh. Somebody must have built one of those emulator computer things and was like, you know what I'm gonna waste this on? Oregon Trail. What does everybody get a shot when you get dysentery? Is that how that goes? Get a shot? Shot? No? Okay. Yeah, you have died of dysentery. That's interesting. It's too bad these only exist at bars now. Oh, this store in London is called Egg Slut. Oh man, we gotta go to Egg Slut. We gotta go to Egg Slut. Have you been to Egg Slut? How's the food at Egg Slut? Jabba, is Jabba here? We should ask Jabba how the food at Egg Slut is. You see Jabba around? Tell him to give Greg's a break and try Egg Slut. Okay? Oh yeah, in the arcade, it was a Raspberry Pi emulator. Yeah, okay. Yeah. We gotta find out. We gotta find out from Jabba, right? Do we know anybody else who's British? Like Commie Mark, maybe? I don't know. Egg Slut might be a little too high end for Commie Mark's tastes. But maybe Charlie's London would like to have some takeout, from Egg Slut. Egg Slut. Is this man an egg slut? I believe he is contemplating becoming an egg slut. Future. Yep. There's a fake fire hydrant just hanging out. My girlfriend's father's bottle of mercury. Because just who doesn't need a pocket-sized bottle of mercury? Right? You never know when you're going to need mercury, right? You're just working on the truck. Gotta have some mercury. Mowing a lot. Gotta have some mercury. Hopefully not making dinner. Don't make dinner with mercury. Oh, it's a little baby hummingbird, and it's like eating one teeny tiny raspberry bubble at a time. Adorable. This is a sign in a men's room. Do you really trust this person? If it sounds too good to be true, it usually is. Thousands of girls, boys, women, and men are forced into prostitution each year as sex traffickers lure them into the life with promises of work opportunities and romance. You are not alone. You have other options. What? What does that even mean? Why is that in the men's room? Are there truckers going into being prostitutes? Because I thought it was truckers going into prostitutes, right? Not becoming them, right? Mhm. Check gauges. That's gouges, isn't it? Isn't the way that they spelled that up top? That's gouges. Gauge. It's gouge. It's not gauge. That's gouges. Right? Right. It's gouges in the flesh. Yeah? Yeah. Gouges in the flesh, right? Large Mark sent me. Yeah. Thanks. Welcome aboard, Ink Cowboy. Oops, click the wrong button. There's a Chipotle in this several hundred-year-old building in Boston. Because of course there is. Oh, he made fish out of wrenches and saw bits. Neat. Women's laxative. Inner packaging specifies gender. Outer packaging just says sensitive. Why is the women's laxative different from the men's laxative? Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. A friend made us a Cheez-It house for Christmas. Why? Why would they do that? A graham cracker house is actually appealing. This is just sacrilege. Oh, they made a cat out of snow. That's adorable. A cat out of snow. Took this jar of olives to my sister's holidays. The contents separated from the road vibrations on the hour ride over. What do you mean? They just shook down, dude. I don't. Okay, whatever. My sister uses wallpaper as wrapping paper. Cool. Apparently, Tommy Wiseau is a line of clothing. Whoa, Tommy Wiseau? Tommy Wiseau is a line of clothing. Tommy Wiseau. It's right there. Whoa. 1992. Tommy Wiseau sweatshirt. Wow. Wow. Designed in the USA. Holy crap. There. Tommy, doing us a favor there. We live in a society. Jeez. How lucky, huh? Apple computer ad from 1984 newspaper in Thesperson State in North Little Rock. Christmas special. It's only $1,500 $94 in 1980s money. Basically the cost of half your house. It costs half the price of your house. Love it. My uncle got me a drawing of J.A.R. Tolkien and me eating tacos together for Christmas. Would Tolkien be into tacos, though? I don't know. I'm not really sure. He was very, very sold on the English palate, if you will. Very much into everything England. Oh, hey, the Girl Scout cookies are back. They're just under a different name now because the Girl Scouts don't exist anymore. So you get the fudge peanut butter one, the coconut fudge caramel thingamahoosit, and the mint fudge thing because, we can't have the Girl Scouts doing this. That's sexist. So now you can get them on the shelf at the dollar store. Okay, cool. This McDonald's I went to had a boat order pickup. Hey, that's neat, right? I don't know if we have that in Maine. We should have that. We should have that in Maine. So you just roll up on your ski-doo and get yourself a Big Mac and immediately lose it as you try to show off for the girls in the parking lot and flip your ski-doo over and get your Big Mac all soggy. Yeah, Trans Scout cookies. Yeah, maybe. I don't even think there's a Girl Scouts anymore. They're not around here anymore. I haven't seen them, and nobody brings them up. It's just the Scouts now, and even that's fallen apart recently. At least up this way. In Italy, you can purchase a box of 2 eggs. Okay. Remember when we were trying to conserve plastic? Never mind. My boyfriend and I discovered we have the same scar from when we stabbed ourselves with a pencil when we were at school. Huh. Why did you do that, though? Why did you don't do that? Was math really that bad that you were just like, like doing that knife thing with the pencil, like that, 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 that. Ugh, don't do that. Two children drew this whilst I was at work. Oh, my wife's cookbook and collection of recipes over the last 20 plus years. Yes. 6 ingredients or less. I'm gonna say I think there's some DLC in there. What do you think, folks? Because there's some DLC in there. Irish section of the American supermarket. Yep, that's true. Yeah, it is. We keep all of the Irish spirits, at least up here in Maine. We keep all of the Irish spirits in one place. No matter what it is coming out of there, could be Irish vodka, could be Irish wine. Some of that comes through. Some of that comes through too. And yeah, uh, it is quite funny though, because like we don't do this with like because again we don't get like Russian alcohols, Absolute is styled to look like it comes from Russia, but no. So as far as I know, I think is it Grey Goose? I think Grey Goose is the only actual Russian vodka that they sell here in the US, right? At the grocery store. I know you go to the bar, you can get whatever you like, but at the grocery store, I think, or is it Blue Sky? No, it's because Blue Sky has the French flag on it, doesn't it? Doesn't the Okay, so Grey Goose is French. That's my bad. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know of a true blue Russian vodka that comes to the US. Oh, it has a fish barcode on the back. That's adorable. I'm sure that's easy to scan in a hurry. A starry messenger. Oh, this guy got a signed book randomly on Amazon. That's interesting. If you're out there and you're looking at selling your books in the mass market, direct market, however you're going to get to the market, outside of Kickstarter, outside of Indiegogo, Fund My Comic, that kind of thing, consider randomly signing a book or two. throwing them into the pile like golden tickets, you know? Maybe even attach a QR code with a message that goes with that, right? So it'll redirect them to an unlisted YouTube video where you say, "Thanks for buying my book." That's it. Might upset some people, but the other ones are definitely going to like it because they've never had that happen to them in a book before. I've never seen a hat worn to the extent of my uncle's. Yep. Yeah. Haven't lived in Maine then, because that's pretty normal up here. Fellas just whoa. Whoa. Yeah, like this guy's like, holy shit, look at this. Like, wow. There's like a wall. And then there's so those are pipes. Those are PVC pipes that have been arranged. And then they have good golly, look at this. Wow. If they can't see this on the International Space Station, holy crap. Oh, there's a Noel over here. Man, I love how it clicks where I don't want to go. See that? There's Noel over here. Look at that. Wow. Wow. This guy's light bill is gonna fucking suck, that's for sure, but for now, it looks pretty good. Holy cow. That's pretty crazy, right? Look at that. Yeah, it's pretty nutters, that's for sure. It's nutters for sure. But hey, some people love that stuff. I know, when we used to ride around taking a look at the Christmas lights in the neighborhood, that's what we would hope to find are these gigantic beacons that can be seen from space, you know? The aliens that live inside of the moon looking down on this house going, "Wow, that's bright." The permit for my hotel elevator expired. Okay. Are they gonna repo it? This bodega in Queens sells flowers 24/7. That's right. And noodle soup, apparently, but also flowers. Just in the event that you do need to say sorry at 2 a.m. in the morning. Local IKEA keyboard keys were stolen. Huh. Maybe they weren't included in the package, though. I don't know. Newspaper from 1928 found while tearing up our bathroom floors. Yep. You'll find that quite a bit in those older houses, especially. Well, you'll probably find it going forward too in the houses that we live in now. You know, um, you as this goes forward, Bidenomics and the crash of the global economy. Yeah, you're probably going to end up lining a lot of the houses with newspapers, magazines, whatever will stop the cold from coming through the wall. That's right. Your grandkids are gonna go renovating the house you're building, over the next 5 years when the depression hits and stuff like that. And eventually, they're gonna go renovating that stuff and find newspapers about fucking Epstein Island and uh, Nicki Minaj and Donald Trump having stinky pants or whatever the heck was going on the other day. Pretty amazing. LED lights make this possible. Yes, yeah, the LEDs would be generating a lot of heat otherwise. Yeah. Might not be bad though in the winter. Found this man in the paint chippings on a van. Oh, there's a dude. Okay. Neat. Boost oxygen. My grandparents gave me a can of oxygen for Christmas. Well, quite obviously, they think you're gonna need it. Yeah, this is gross. Lego Yoda keychain after almost 13 years of use. Oh, what were you doing to it? What happened? It's like, uh, it's like no Yoda left. Ugh, like the ears, everything is gone. Just like a wadded up piece of gum. Poor Yoda. Deserve better than that. These striped eggs I took from these striped eggs I took from my free range chickens. Mm. Maybe they're getting ahead on Easter. I don't know. This is how mom labels Christmas gifts. Okay, well, that's easy, right? Especially if you have people in the family that have like the same names. My father and I share the same name, and then one of his cousins married another Thomas, and so the three of us together were, Johnny on the spot when you yelled Tom or Tommy at the top of your lungs. We were around. That P thing again. Tank things. Did I scroll up on accident? What happened here? Reddit pages. Strand of wool from my jacket. Need a perfect 2. What? Whatever. What is happening? I'm scrolling down, and it's like we're scrolling up. What the hell? Did Reddit refresh or something? What the fuck happened here? My parents got my wife and I the world's smallest Uno card game. This is what you post about on the internet, pal? Okay. Do not hold on. Why does that say that? I really hate Reddit. I really do. It's just got some stupid people on here, so it's entertaining to me. Now what? What does it say? All right. So it says sanitary products use diapers. Oh, don't flush these things. It says don't flush kittens and puppies, prosthetic limbs, and hopes and dreams. Yeah, apparently hopes and dreams really clog up the works, so don't do that. I don't know about prosthetic limbs though. It depends on what angle you shove them in there. Oh, that's lovely. Reddit. This is a double banana. My God, there's so many banana references today. Is this the banana Christmas? Is this what it's supposed to be? Like, there's anniversaries, like there's a blue anniversary, the red anniversary, the gold one, the goldfish one, Is this the banana anniversary? Is this the banana Christmas? Are we supposed to do banana stuff? Because I don't have banana stuff. Yeah, that's a banana republic. No, there's a lot of nanner power there. What games should we pair with? That's not even it's not good. No. What games should these be paired with? That's a better way to do it. But honestly, the game of surviving diabetes is the one that one applies the most to, honestly. Yeah. What is this? This is the seed shell of a flower. Huh. Anyway. My mother found this rubber foot in her Christmas dinner. Oh, that's neat. What? What? What am I looking at? What is this? It's like a calculator mouse pad? Ooh, Dad needs to clean his mouse pad. Whoa, look at all that. Ugh. What the hell? So it's a calculator mouse pad for when you need to do math on the fly while you're I don't okay. Whatever. Yeah, diabetes simulator. Yeah, that's the game for Mountain Dew. At my in-laws for Xmas found this 23-year-old can of Bacardi mixer in the freezer. Wow. It's a great day for you guys. Oh wow, one of those Takis unfolded. Someone probably died because of that. Itemized employee health insurance on my bill in the US. Well, that's interesting. So when you get food, this restaurant is letting you know that the restaurant is taking the cost of their health insurance into account for each meal that you purchase there. Feels good. The fruit looks like Cthulhu. Yeah, good job. Samsung dishwasher rack turned green overnight. Okay. Maybe it's Christmas. He wants to be green for Christmas. Who knows? Borrowable binoculars and magnifying lens along our hiking trail today. Oh, okay. That's neat. Very specific business hours. Huh. Yeah. Daily siesta from 1 to 5. Ah, okay. That's why. This book, I don't care. Oh, Colonel Sanders Christmas. Okay. What we got here? Christmas Day with Colonel Sanders. It was apparently like an RCA record, like a vinyl record about KFC songs or songs featuring supposedly Colonel Sanders singing. Never mind. Christmas song, Silent Night, Away in a Manger. Yep. So these are just all regular Christmas stuff that was sponsored by Kentucky Fried Chicken. That's interesting. Tiger smokers. Okay, cool. Coin that my wife's dad has carried in his pocket every day for 27 years. Yep, that'll do it. Maple syrup Subway in Toronto. Huh, cool. Huh. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like this mildly interesting stuff, it's not even that. Roadside Santa, give a ho ho hoot, don't pollute. Promote anti-littering. Cool. Good job, guys. That's gonna not traumatize anybody. Oh, hey, the American section at the Irish supermarket. Remember, we had the Irish liquor section. Now we have the American food section. So let's see. In our first top row up here, who's got top shelf? All right, Reese's Puffs. All right, cookie dough. I haven't met that one yet. Cheerios up here on the top shelf at the Irish supermarket. Okay, all right, Cheerios. Lax Late Eggnog. Yeah, well, apparently that's pretty popular. It's gone. Hershey's syrup, maple syrup, and an all-American pancake mix rounds out the top shelf. All right. Now down here, this is the Irish grocery store's American section. We are now on the second row. All right. So this is what the Irish think American tastes would be like, I guess, what we would want or want sold about us. So we have Coffee Mate, we have crispy fried onions, Crisco. Right next to the Crisco, though, is Calypso blue raspberry lemonade, and I can speak to that. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. We have Country Time lemonade out here, rounding out the next ones here in the drinks, and La Cola, Lacroix. I don't know what Lacroix is, and Taste 'em, which I assume are supposed to be Pop Tarts, but for whatever reason you can't call them that. So, all right, so we have roasted chili pepper strips. Okay, roasted honey mustard pepper sticks. Okay. Looks like sour gum here. Sour gum. One Reese's white chocolate. A book. Apparently, we eat books. It's good. Nerds. uh, tamales, whatever that was, and I'm gonna guess that's dog food there. What that looks like over there. Dog food, taffy maybe, most likely dog food. All right, whoa, we skipped. All right, okay, we're back to the other stuff. Okay, so these are Reese's chocolate covered, peanut butter covered pretzels. Apparently over here, got those here. We have original, sweet and hot, and teriyaki beef jerky from Jack Link's. Well, I would say if there was anything that was going to represent America, right? You'd want Jack Link's beef jerky representing America and Ireland, right? Something to think about. Right, we're going sideways. Milk Duds, Mike and Ike Megas, Mike and Ike Sour, well, a lot of Mike and Ike over here. Apparently, the Irish like Mike and Ike, and nerds again. Interesting. Interesting. They have, oh, there's a strawberry flavored Jif now? You see this? Look at that. Strawberry flavored marshmallow fluff. I haven't seen that. Have you seen that? What would that even taste like? Oh, strawberry marshmallows. Ugh. Whatever this is gone. Milano cookies. That's neat. Root beer barrels. Marshmallows again. Charleston chews. Wow. So, oh, okay. So there's Ray Palmer, and his half and half iced tea and lemonade. That's good. That's good for them. Oh, a sloppy Joe mix. Finally, that's what I was looking for. Good old fashioned, prepackaged, meat never goes bad, sloppy Joe mess, right? Some goy slop. Good stuff. They got Stubbs. Got Stubbs hot sauce. That's cool. Good for them. Stubbs marinade. Oh well. Now you know what's in the American section at the Irish supermarket. Amazing, right? Amazing. A lot of Mountain Dew advertisements here. It's a heart-shaped potato. Speaking of the Irish, it's a heart-shaped potato. Isn't that nice? A black pizza roll. It's quite ominous, isn't it? I mean, I don't know. I might quit eating pizza if I had that happen to me. Like that's God trying to tell me something. The toilet has a stink ejection button. I don't want to know what that entails. My mint cookie has a different cookie inside of it. Okay. Good for you, kid. Parking patrol vehicle with a lift sign on the back. Yep. We're good. They get you where you're going. Don't worry. Hawaii. World War II style Hawaii overprint currency. Interesting. This snow curling underneath the roof in Iceland. Yep, that happens. Snow will come down, and as it goes, it'll freeze and continue rolling in on itself until the gravity gets the better of it up here at the top, up here at the top area up here, and then it'll crack off and just fall all at once, and probably break the railing, honestly. But you'll know it when it happens. That's for sure. How a convenience store locks up the restroom scent. Oh, yeah. So you can't you can't steal that. Interesting. Dublin Airport, you can buy water. Okay. Wait a minute. Guys, there's Twix iced coffee and Snickers iced coffee and a Twinkie. A Twinkie iced coffee. Why? Why would you do that? Well, who asked for it? Who said I need my caffeine with Twinkies mixed into it? Not only do they want cold coffee, but they want it to taste like a Snickers bar. Do you want to drink a Snickers? Like, I'm sure it sounds really, really cool. A Snickers bar. Drink it. No, no, because your mind is used to all those textures and crunches and nougats and caramels and peanut butter, maybe and little peanuts. Your brain is used to that. Not when you go drinking a liquid of it, especially if it actually manages to taste like it. Too disturbing. Brain's gonna break. Yeah, this is about right. Yeah. You're doing anything on your own property, having about 12 sets of skeleton keys, you know, no less than 20 keys per per ring. That makes perfect sense. I don't see the problem here, do you? Yep, that'll happen. Fungus will grow inside of the spud. Yep, that happens. Well, that's neat. You can repair your bike here. Giant Jenga that your friends can get concussed playing. Who doesn't want a half-pound block of wood just thunk on the side of their head to let them know they lost the game, right? Makes Christmas great. A crumpled up doodle that someone found in a hospital chapel. Cool. Good for you. Thanks for picking up the trash in there. Much appreciated. Well, there you go. Somebody says you need to touch grass. Well, buddy, you can beat them to the punch right there. You get yourself some grass built-in flippy floppies. That's right. They tell you to go touch grass, you show them your grippers. You show them your grass-gripped grippers right there, and you say, "Motherfucker, I've been touching grass this whole time." In China, they have women-only parking spaces that are made bigger. I'm sure it's because they have so much onloading and offloading to do, you see, that they're with kids and groceries and whatnot. I'm sure that's why it is. A billboard in someone's front yard. And what does this billboard say? It says WSS. More joy for everyone. Is this? It is. It's inside this man's property. Wow. So he like sold. Huh. So he just sold the corner of his property to ad space. Well, expect that in your neighborhood soon, I guess. Reeboks buying front yard space. Cold winds broke this tree in my apartments. Yep. Yeah, I had a couple go down on my property, but I got to use my electric chainsaw for the first time. It's about 10 pounds heavier than the gas job, and man, it's way easier to use. Like when I was a teenager, I used to do, excuse me. When I was a teenager, I used to do landscaping and I used to do the lumberjack thing. We'd cut down a tree and then take it over to the portable lumber mill, the thing that hooked onto the back of the truck, big long thing. And that's what we did is we would, clear the land, right, of all the trees, just cut everything down. And then you go through and you pull all the stumps out, right? Now we were lucky, we had a bulldozer, so it was real easy. You just ran it up the hill to the bulldozer and they just pulled it ahead a few feet and voila, the stump was pulled right out. Sometimes they'd fight, sure, but nothing the bulldozer was ever challenged by. And so after that, you got to go back, you got to bring the bulldozer down the hill, and that's not fun. But, you get the bulldozer downhill to be able to flatten the land for everything. Yeah. But yeah, no, I had to use the steel chainsaws there, the STIHL. I believe it's how it's STIHL. Yeah, it's German. The steel ones. And oh man, those things were a killer. Especially trying to lug them up and downhill, and you got like the hills like this, So you got your feet turned sideways, getting your grip in as you're going up, and you got to haul this saw behind you. That for me, I'm 5'7", so it was most of my size. But this this electric one that I've got is something else. I had it. It's nothing special. It just took down a couple of birch trees. It wasn't anything special, but man, it zipped right through them. See, I thought it came out of China, so I figured it was just going to be some glorified hedge trimmer, but no, it goes right to town. Just zips right through that stuff. I'm not going to try it on a great oak or anything like that, but for these little birch trees that I've got around here, it's no problem at all. Highly recommend them. It's called Greenworks over on Amazon. Got a rototiller from them as well. I'm going to try that out in the spring. The door close button is way more worn out than the door open button. I wonder why. These are the rarest coins in my collection. Okay, that's neat. That little dragon monster thing. Is that like a Pokemon badge? What do you got there, Chief? Looks like a Pokemon badge. Come on, mouse. Give it the program. Why is my mouse goofed? Sorry. Live production, Good stuff. Yeah, it looks like a Pokemon badge. That looks like a Pokemon badge. See? It's like a little dragony head, little dragony scaly things here, and then it's protecting the whatever title. It's all wrapped around it. Yeah, it looks like a Pokemon badge. This guy's trying to pass out Pokemon badges as a coin collection. Jeez. UFO-looking water tower in Sweden. Yeah, I've always wondered why they chose to like do these to these things. Is it really just to fuck with the local populace because it's fun to fuck with them, or is it? What is the point of this? Like, really, what are you? Why is the water tower done up like this? Why? All it needs is an antenna with a red light on top of it. It goes blink, 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 and that just lets planes know not to hit it. It doesn't need to be done up like, I don't know. Honestly, this looks like something out of Star Wars. That this would be like some weapon that is roaring up out of the ground, like that Star Killer one that they were fighting in The Force Awakens there, where Rey was good at everything and everyone was not. Yeah. This looks like a big gun barrel, giant laser cannon gun barrel. Why do they do this? Oh well. Swedes. What are you gonna do? Boat slides off trailer on I-95. Yep, that happens. Okay, cool. Reddit pillow. Neat. Christmas party song. Songbook was in the 1950s General Motors employee book. How about that? So way back in the day, good old Chevy, GMC, Pontiac. Uh, did they? It was 1950s. So did they own? Anyway, those ones. This is actually GM, General Motors. It is. Let's look at this title. Right. Let's look at this title. It says Christmas Carol Book for General Motors Men and Women. Hmm. Cool. The snow-covered house is like an angry duck. Yeah. What is this? A giant ball of Fritos cooked together. Huh. It's a Christmas miracle. What is it? Let's see if I can find like tofu dredge. Okay, let's see what we got here. Does this take us to a new website? What happened? Okay. This is tofu drag. This is our tofu drag. This is where people are showing you how not so rugged the Chinese. Oh my gosh, the Chinese architecture is. He just grabbed a hold of those railings that are supposed to prevent you from falling out into the void, and just walked around pulling them out. That's tofu drag for you. Gasoline trunk went airborne. Whoa! Whoa! How do I roll that? Here we go. It's going back, guys. You're gonna see it any second now. There it goes. Here, show all controls. We'll get back to that. Where is he? He's there. Okay, here we go. Frame by frame. Look all the way over on my side, over here, okay? You're looking for the tree line with the white box underneath it, okay? And there's the truck. See it coming out of, look at that. That's a truck. That is a fuel truck. Holy shit. That just went flying into a residential district too. Like, these are where people like live and work. Most of the time it's the same spot over there in China. And you just holy look at that. For size reference, look at the cars on the road, right? That's up higher than the building. So you're dealing with a real deal 18-wheeler tanker truck that is, I'm going to guess, if these are 3-story buildings, I'm going to guess that's about 40 feet in the air. Being pitched to China, man. Holy shit. Nope, we already saw that. Let's go back. Tofu drag apartment, lean, 3,000 people. Yeah, the walls are starting to fall off. Huh. Where is that coming from? Okay. Sorry, I had audio playing and it was annoying. I couldn't shut it off. I don't know where it came from. So. Whoa, whoa! What the fuck? What the fuck? Holy sh! What happened? Holy! Look at that! It just opens up straight into the abyss, dude. Look at that! Holy hell! Satan tried getting him. He was too fast. Apparently. Merry Christmas, mister. Here's your life. Past Master Dan says someone flushed the toilet. Apparently. Holy. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nah, man, you couldn't pay me enough. Nuh-uh. No, you couldn't pay me enough. Mm-mm. No way in hell. No way in hell. Wow. Okay. That's nuts. That's workers slapping the tree leaves off of trees in China to make the city look greener. Stapling. He's adding. Are you serious? He is. He's stapling leaves to the trees. Uh, oh yeah, this. Huge fire engulfs China's telecom building in Changsha City. Changsha, I think is how you say it. Central China's Hunan province on Friday morning. So, yeah. Man. That's a lot of fire, by the way. That is a lot of fire. Well, something's in process of falling over. Oh, so this was they didn't get a permit for this. So they just did it. And it didn't go so well. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that shit. That's probably full of asbestos too, you know. It's probably chocked right full of asbestos. And guess what? That's those people's problem now. Small crack on the floor. On the floor of what? What is it the floor of? Oh shit! Oh. It's time to go, honey. It's time to go. Pack up the kids. We need to leave. Oh yeah, this was oh man. This went so bad so fast, dude. And they're just standing there watching that coming right at them, man. They just there it is. And they're right there. They're all right. Look at them. They're all right there. Mm. Yep. Yeah, and then these ones just fell over. One of them just slumped. Yep. This isn't a disaster movie. This is what happens to those ghost cities that don't get finished in time. This is what happens when the government has a better plan, or whoever is getting the most investment out of the government at the moment has a plan. And so they just wipe out what would be the size of a metropolitan city for you and me in an afternoon. Just gone. Tofu drag projects. Oh no. Until the moment Oh. Oh, they took out the stairs. Oh. Well. Nope. No staircase. I guess you're not going to work today. You're going to have to call your boss and say your dog ate your staircase. Welcome to China, where they just take your fucking staircase out in the middle of the night. Don't need that anymore. Yeah, they're blowing up 15 empty condos due to them abandoned, right? They weren't purchased, right? So, correction. They were purchased, but the people who purchased them most likely died before the building was complete. So now it's completely uninhabited, and it's built to code from a very long time ago. So they just knock it down, start all over again. China. So you have to understand about China is that they put their wealth in real estate, in these condos in particular. And so did they just die? Oh. Oh, they did. Huh. Don't use elevators in China. Oh yeah, this was during the Finland's Olympic athlete dormitory during the Beijing Olympics. When they posted these images on Twitter and Instagram, the Chinese authorities asked them to take them down. That's not rainwater, by the way. That's not rainwater. That's not drinking water either. China, at least 3 people have died as a result of the collapse of a section of high-speed bridge in the Chinese province of Hubei. Yep. This was one of the ones that they just buried the dead bodies inside of the cars there. They just buried them there. Yep. The whole thing in their cars, just collapsed the whole thing onto itself and built a new bridge over the top of it. Didn't acknowledge the failure, just moved on. Cross section of real and fake cable, both with the same outer diameter. Right. Interesting. Yeah, the scaffolding collapse. That was another one that took a lot of people's lives. Interesting. By Evergrande collapsed. Evergrande was China's largest property development and investment firm, real estate development and investment firm. And as I said, Chinese, they like to put their money into the physical stuff instead of the banks and 401ks and stuff. They want to buy up, well, condos at this point because the government won't let them own property. But the Evergrande was doing this process where they would sell a bunch of condos and build the building for the people who had bought those condos. And the trouble is that people were buying the condos having no ability to move into them. You remember hearing about the ghost cities. Well, this is part of it. The government needs to keep the workers busy doing something. And Evergrande was just chucking out money in order to make that happen. And so 6, 7 ghost cities later, with populations that are only around 2%, maybe less of what the city's initial size was supposed to be. Now, because the people who bought those places are either dead or they can't live in 6 places at once, like their investment has led them to be, here we are. Nobody's around to pay the rent on the places, and so it's over with. That's just one of China's major problems. Not that we don't have major problems, but theirs are more like starvation and revolution. Really? That's it for all tofu dreg? Wow. You guys are weak. Oh, Chinese. Chinese construction. What are we looking at? Yeah, I'm over it. What do you got there? This is a steel bar I got back from my brother's construction site. Okay, he's just showing us a steel bar. Yeah. Oh. Oh. Well, that. Oh. So that's not supposed to do that. Wow. Look at that. Trying to talk to people about it. Nobody's allowed to talk about it. Interesting. It's crazy what goes on over there, and what they get away with. It's just the way the government is. Yeah, another guy showing off the quality of metal in Chinese construction. This is crazy. Look at that. He's not even really trying either. I mean, like, this might be the effort to get one of those, like, wire bracelets, you know? It's amazing. Look at that. He's just leaning on that even. He's not even, like, doing anything extra special. He's just putting his body weight against it. And you're supposed to build, like, skyscrapers out of that, dude. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that's how crazy China's been lately. Let's see. Am I the ass? This one usually has some cringy stuff on it. So some of it's usually pretty long, as a lot of this is. They want to explain their case. I don't really have the patience for this right now, so never mind. You guys want to look at Gunpla? We could do that. I don't think Gunpla's good. Oh wait, no, Gundank. It's Gundam memes. That'll make those people who are here even angrier. What? Oh, they replicated it. Neat. But yeah. Yeah, it looks like these guys are dead too. Wow, 7 months ago. Reddit's not doing too well, guys. I honestly thought they'd be in better shape, but doesn't look like it. Aw, he got all excited for a gigantic Snickers bar, and in reality, it was just a bunch of individually wrapped ones. Aw, poor little guy. Oregon gray wolf being released into Colorado Rocky Mountains and apparently immediately bursting into smoke. Neat. Yeah. So this is the technology that China uses, by the way, to track their citizens. It's right here. And that's what it does. And the more time and where it finds you unhappy, your social credit score goes up, down, left, and right. Oh, wait a minute. There was a ghost. 560. Oh, angry. Hmm. Do you think it was real? Do you think there was a ghost that was picked up by the facial recognition software that China uses? Maybe that's why they're using it, so they can find the ghosts. Is this AI? Has to be AI. Look at this. It's beautiful. Mr. Bean being carried by Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator while he's I love it. This is great. Merry Christmas to you too, Geek Avenger. My light was working a little better earlier and then it went out. I don't know. Now I'm in the dark. But I'll show you where I am. I am on board the Cider Prize, the USS Cider Prize, and we are back at that moon again. Are we just wandering around the moon now? Is that what we're doing? I don't know. Are we even moving anymore? Gonna check and make sure. No, of course not. There we go. Wonder what happened. We got stuck on the moon, I guess, guys. Sorry, I guess got stuck on the moon. Anyway, we're moving on. Yeah. As you can see, the Cider Prize, we made sure that there is presents here, in the Dankstream colors. The Dankstream colors and full tree out here in space, as you can see. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I'm hot. Uh, warm, maybe. But yeah, I'm out here. I'm just playing around with OBS. Got to learn some things here as I go forward. So maybe we can find some worthy Christmas memes, huh? Instead of that weird stuff those kids were on about. Trying to find Christmas memes, but every now and then, every now and then, I don't even get the good ones. Like, oh, Europe, USA. Here we go. This will be a good one. Everybody will love this. Nobody will be mad, I'm sure. Here we go. What a place to pause, right? Or is it? Or is it? Mmm. I'm gonna put up my little fair use thing for as much as it's worth. But here we are. It's true. It's pretty, but Maine kind of looks like this, so Krampus. Why don't we do this in America? I mean, that's a great excuse to beat the. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, queer bashing is illegal. What? A goat? A goat? Okay, a goat comes to your door, and if you invite it in, you get good Christmas presents. Okay, thanks, Europe. Unscrupulousness. That's right. Oh, there's no sound, of course. Can't enjoy anything. I don't understand why there's no sound. I'm sharing my desktop audio. Everything should be running fine, but it's just oh, you never know. You never know. Oh well. Um, I guess I'll just share it on the other screen. This is the joy of doing OBS is you can't like show videos or anything. So, oh well. Bring back the birch. Yeah. Sorry, I just can't. I don't know how to make it play sound. I'm not that experienced with OBS. So that's why I'm doing this stuff, is try and learn it. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah. Oh wow. Okay, we'll look at this instead. There's apparently a bunch of people posting neat stuff on Twitter. Let me get over here and change the video feed who's it. There we go. Yeah, see that? You recognize that guy, right? Looks like the evil Santa from Futurama. He's even got the rocket sled with two evil whatchamahoozits pulling in behind, you know? Uh Mechanical monsters had been built off the image of Santa Claus in anime, and the others have been like Dr. Hell's Santa Claus, P10, and Mazinger Z. So this is Hell's Satan Claus, P10. apparently. Huh. Interesting. These are all in reply to the giant robot Santa fight. That's cute. It's you see this is Dr. Robotnik. This is not Dr. Robotnik. I'm sorry. This is Dr. Wily. My apologies. I got my blue guys mixed up here. This is Dr. Wily, the villain of Mega Man, and then there's Mega Man delivering presents. Isn't that nice? Yeah, there he is, the evil Santa Claus from Futurama. Oh yeah, and then there's this one. You ready? It's going down the street. But wait, it's noticed you. Naughty detected. Yep. I wonder if they have more of these weird things. No, apparently not. That was the end of the fun. Oh well, that's over with now. But yeah, it's Christmas. My lighting is slowly running out here, so I don't. I didn't really have a plan for this. I just fired it up, did my best with what was going on here. I just wanted to show off, and I don't know. We're gonna figure out this green screen thing, so I don't look like I have some nuclear radiation aura glow, fresh from the microwave. You know. I may stream later too. I don't know, but for right now, I think I'm probably gonna end this stream. I realize I can't share audio, and I don't know why. Uh, I've turned on everything that was supposed to do that for OBS. So, oh well. Could be a hiccup with StreamYard that they just don't talk to each other well, but we'll see. But anyway, I wish you a Merry Christmas, and from all of us aboard the Cider Prize, the USS Cider Prize. That's right, from deep space somewhere. That's right. We wish you a very, very Merry Christmas, and to your family as well. We hope that the rest of today is wonderful. And if you have to head back to work tomorrow, good luck out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. But in any case, um, this year has been really up and down, left and right, pretty difficult, honestly. So if you've made it through it too, I'd like you to pat yourself on the back, have an extra swig of eggnog, whatever suits you. But acknowledge that it was a hard fought battle to get this far, and you made it. Onward and upward, my friends. Onward and upward.